Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cleveland Showgrounds for this round 12 NPL clash between Redlands United and Western Pride. This is 7th versus 1st on the table. I'm Darren Lutton, filling in for Simon this evening. I hope you can settle back and relax for the next couple of hours as we bring you some of the best football this part of the region has to offer. Just take you through the team sheets now. So for Redlands United, in goals, Andrew Ralph. Number 2, Toby Hughes. Number 3, Samuel Langley. Number 6, Mikey Dalton. Number 7, Jaden Prasad. Number 8, and captain, Scott Bowe. Number 9, Scott Sargent. Number 10, Alex Warrilow. Number 15, Liam O'Brien. Number 17, Shuto Kubiyama. Number 19, William Hobbs. On the bench, Jackson Hart-Phillips, Robert Irving, Byron McLeod, Matthew Tubbs, and Graham Fife. For the Western Pride, in goals, Max Davison. Number 2, Will McFarlane. Number 3, Daniel McInerney. Number 4, Delors Tuyashimi. Number 5, Cameron Cristani. Number 6, Jesse Rigby. Number 7 is worn by Adam Endine. Number 9, Andrew Pengelly. Number 10, Joseph Duckworth. Number 11, Dylan Wenzel-Halls. Number 13, Fraser Hills. The substitutes bench, Neelan Brown, Gabriel Hawash, Mitchell Bird, and Justin Weir. And referee this evening is Anton Shetenen. The assistants, Oleg Labuz and Zihad Ahmedovich. Well, it's a lovely cool evening here out at Cleveland. We've got a breeze that's blowing from left to right as you're watching on the screen. I do expect the effects mic to pick up a lot of that wind. Hopefully you'll hear plenty of action on the field as well. So Western Pride currently sit top of the table, having lost only one match so far this season. Redlands with the 3 wins. And we're underway. Redlands, of course, are wearing the red shirts. Western Pride, the green and white hoops. So as is normally the case on a Friday night here in Cleveland, the showgrounds are packed. There's activity on all grounds as Western Pride make their first dash. This is Endine. Blocked across from Dalton. Crossfield ball still in play. Redlands. Crossfield ball. Looking for Warrilow. Tuyashimi sees the ball out of play. So 1 round away from the halfway point in the season. Tuyashimi with the clearance. Gets held up in the wind. Turnover to Duckworth. Western Pride electing to retain possession. Tempo early in this game. Both teams showing a sense of urgency. Getting at the game nice and early. And the early shot just wide. That was Pengelly. I thought the offside flag was going to go up. Managed to beat the trap. Switch of play by Ralph out to the left-hand side. It's O'Brien in field for Prasad. This is Scott Sargent. Langley elects to go backwards. Pride coming forward now. Wenzel Halls. Some sharp work there by Hobbs. Sees the ball out of play. So just doing some arithmetic during the week. The last time that I commentated a match in the NPL was 2 days short of a year ago. It was at Clive Berghofer Stadium. Western Pride were taking on Southwest Queensland Thunder. That ball goes out of play. So the Western Derby. And Western Pride weren't up to much in that game. They conceded a penalty late on, and Southwest Queensland Thunder managed to run away with a 2-1 win. Western Pride actually had a chance late on in the game to equalise. Just quite mistimed the cross. And after that game, you thought that the Thunder would be the team that would get a little bit of momentum out of that encounter. The week after, Western Pride lost 1-0 to Gold Coast City, who were an excellent team in a good, rich vein of form at that point in time. Since those matches, Western Pride have won 22 games, drawn 1 to the Brisbane Strikers, and lost 2 to Olympic FC. They are on an incredible run at the moment, riding the crest of a wave. But you wouldn't have thought this time a year ago that this was possible. Here's a chance now, player goes down. Anton doesn't go for the whistle. Still there for the Pride. Misplaced pass gives Redlands their opportunity. Referee Chatanen sees a free kick. So Wenzel Halls, perhaps a little upset that he didn't receive a penalty. He's been called over by the referee. He's appealing his case. Fortunately, no card comes out. So in this massive run that the Western Pride have been on, Olympic have been the only team to beat them. They've done it twice, and actually Olympic did the double over them last season. I was listening to Graham Harvey during the week on FNR, and he mentioned that Olympic were the only side that prevented Western Pride from playing the football that they like to play. Wenzel Halls loses out to Hughes. To Yoshimi. Getting back inside, looking for options. Goes crossfield to Hills. Pengelly. Back to Hills. Cristani. Ball straight up the middle. Ralph comes out and clears. working the left-hand side. Only goes back out to the left. Field ball looking for Sargent. Davison sharply off the line. Most of you will be watching this game via Facebook Live. There'll be some of you on YouTube as well, but of course if you're watching the game on Facebook, you can interact with us and send us through your comments and have a chat amongst yourselves about this game, give your support. If you are watching this game on a mobile device and you find the comments a little bit annoying, all you need to do is swipe right. That will remove them from your screen. Swiping left brings them back into play. And certainly let us know where you're watching from. We might give a shout out to those tuning in from the more exotic locations. Redlands having a good spell of possession here. Which they'll have needed after the early attempts by Western Pride. Cut out there again by Hobbs. It's the second time he's been in the right place at the right time at a crucial moment. Prasad. Modest crowd in attendance this evening. So there's plenty of people at the showgrounds, but no, the stadiums, or the stands here are about a third to a half full. We've got some of the mini-roos having a kick at half-time. Very shortly, we should see a few more numbers trickle in to take in this match. McInerney. Decision is a corner. Duckworth will come over to take. Good delivery in, punched away. Prasad goes long, but he's gone too long. To shimmy. And Dean finding Tuyashimi with the overlapping run. Gets a cross in. No Pride numbers in the box. Get a chance to come again though. Stani switching play. Western Pride looking very comfortable in possession at the moment. The offside flag goes up. This is the first of 3 matches that we'll be streaming this weekend. Tomorrow I'll be at Ballinger Park for the NPLW match between Sunshine Coast Wanderers and Mudgeeraba. That'll be at 2 p.m. tomorrow. on Sunday. Rafe Griffin will be bringing you a match between the Ipswich Knights and Wolves FC. That's 3 p.m. on Sunday at Eric Evans Oval. Weak pass there, letting the Pride in, which they duly accept. A little bit of space for them to move now. This is Endine, out to Wenzel Halls. Lines up a shot, it's blocked. Wenzel Halls again, fights, maintains possession. That shot's a little bit wide. So just looking at some of your comments already, we've got Troy Ewell streaming in from the Bahamas. And Joel Huck sitting at the Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, cheering on the Pride. The internet is an amazing thing. Dean elects to keep the ball in play. Earns a free kick. Still 0-0 at this stage. You'd have to give the points, narrowest of points decisions to the Pride at the moment, having slightly the better of the play. Created a few good opportunities. Here's the chance of another one. Lovely infield ball, rounds the keeper. Redlands defence getting back. Another corner here for the Pride. Corner comes in, near post. Still plenty of numbers. Endine with the shot. Crossfield ball across the box. That miscued shot is still in play. Warrilow now. He's squeezed out. Tuyashimi comes away. And the shot there from Fraser Hills, a little bit too high. Some lovely interplay between Western Pride players there. Some good touch. Some excellent short passing. Wenzel Halls has got up a little bit lame. It's going to be okay to continue. Might have to run that one out. Redlands going long. Ball for Endine to try and run on to. Goal kick's given. Which the Pride will take quickly. And that ball from Davison a little bit too high for Tuyashimi. Dalton looking for options. Finally settles on Warrilow. Pride have possession back. They look to build out from the back. Cristani. That's a Tuyashimi. Denzel Hall's sold to Shimmy a little bit short there. Redlands also electing to build from the back. Measured approach. Hughes. Sargent. All the way back to Ralph. This time Redlands will go long. Cristani will cut out the long ball. Opportunity now for Sargent. His cross out to the left-hand side was blocked. Still there as Warrilow puts in the cross. Davison with good hands. Is able to collect. The Redlands just appear to be inching their way into this contest. Foul there from Sargent. Scott Sargent, of course, spent last season up in Cairns. Had some work commitments that took him up there, and of course he found the local NPL club to play for. Prior to that, he was at Rochdale. This season he finds himself out Cleveland way. Free kick here for the Pride. Good ball in. Corner's given. Those numbers that I was talking about earlier, the crowd numbers, they've swelled a bit now. The corner comes in. Blocked shot, another one. Blocked again. It's going to be a free kick to Redlands United. Referee Shatenen. Just going to check on Scott Sargent here. Okay to continue. His left leg looks to be pretty heavily strapped. Cristani gets a word in the ear from the referee. Sometimes you wonder why the referees bother. Judging by Cristani's reaction then. Not sure it would have made too much of an impact on the game or future actions of the players. So still 0-0 in this contest. Western Pride have certainly had the better of the going. A few shots off target. Perhaps just the one that was on. Certainly nothing that made Andrew Ralph stretch too hard. There's a yellow card there for Mikey Dalton. Sometimes when talking doesn't work, the cards do. So halfway through the first half. Another opportunity here for the Pride as the cross comes in. Evades everyone. Some great body work there from Warrellow. Had to make that ball his. Full touch there from Rigby, gives up possession. Through ball, a little bit too strong. Rigby now looking to atone. Goes out wide looking for Duckworth. Duckworth a little bit too eager. Free kick to the Pride. Much to the frustrations of Prasad. Wenzel Halls chips the ball through, looking for Duckworth. Duckworth just over the top. What a delightful delivery that was from Wenzel Halls. The crossfield run from Duckworth. Got himself past the keeper. Just couldn't keep his shot down. The angle's a little bit too tight. Great play there from the Western Pride. Set piece here for Redlands United. He's got some statistics here. 64% possession to the Western Pride. 23 dangerous attacks to 7. 37 attacks to 24. So Western Pride clearly having the better of this game so far. Here they come again through Endine. Wenzel Halls. Tried to get around 2. Although Redlands keep repelling these attacks, ball still comes straight back at them. Endine. Great interplay here from the Pride. Cross comes in. Duckworth can't get a touch. Wenzel Halls can. It's blocked. Still with the Pride. Oh, tried to sneak the ball through. No runner comes forward. Well, Western Pride are throwing everything at Redlands at the moment. Some lovely passing moves. Graham Harvey be extremely pleased with how his side's playing. Perhaps just a little bit disappointed they haven't got the reward for their efforts. I'll just have to play a little bit patient. Good evening to Ben Donaldson, who's watching this game from Singapore. We've got Obi Tabanzi from London. And of course, Tony Jorkis, wherever he is watching from. Tell me you'll be tuning in tonight. Thanks for your comment, Tony. We've also got the Instagram poll tonight on who's going to win this game. 60% of you think that Redlands United will come away with the 3 points. Another chance now for the Pride, and there's the opening goal. Well, the Western Pride just muscled the ball through the midfield. Put the ball out in front of Duckworth. And Western Pride take the lead. It's probably due reward for their efforts. Probably not the most intricate of moves, as we've seen earlier from them this evening. Once they got that ball through the midfield, the gaps opened up. Redlands defenders just a little bit too far separated. Able to get back into position. Redlands need a good 5 minutes here just to settle themselves back down. In the 3-on-3 contest, Western Pride come away. Duckworth a little bit too cute with his pass. Same again from Langley. Pangeli. Throw in here for the Western Pride. Cristani. Tuishumi. Cross a little bit too soft, too floaty. It's easy enough for the Redlands defence to handle. Here comes Endine now. Wenzel Halls. The Pride look to work another move as they storm forward. This time there were plenty of Redlands players back. Tuishumi cuts out a very risky crossfield ball. Wenzel Halls, he's got 2 to beat. Shot's a little bit weak. Wenzel Hall's not shy of taking a shot. That's why he's leading the Golden Boot. One thing that was really noticeable in the warm-ups tonight, the crispness of Dylan Wenzel Hall's shooting, particularly compared to his teammates. Balls were coming off so crisply with such pace and venom. Easy to see why he's in such great form at the moment. A few rumours of other clubs circling around, looking to tempt him away from Briggs Road. We're certainly enjoying his presence in this competition, however long that may last. Good opportunity here for Redlands to get past the halfway line. Fortunately, they've turned over possession. Duckworth. Lovely through ball, finds Wenzel Halls. Blocked well by Ralph. Got his right arm up just in time. And Dean. Goes back to Cristani. Hills. Pride charging through again. Western Pride being really successful getting from the middle third into the attacking third. Taking on Redlands with pace. Prasad. Dalton. That pass cut out. So just looking through the goal scorers for both of these teams. Dylan Wenzel Halls has scored 22 goals already this season in 10 games. There's a foul. I'll just come back to that as we've got a set piece opportunity here for Redlands. In a good position. Prasad standing over the ball. Redlands committing a good number of players forward, leaving only 3 back. Delivery in. Tuashumi with a great header to clear. Redlands trying to keep the ball in the attacking third. Prasad now. Another free kick here. Tuashumi's with the foul. Swaralo looking for options. Looking for something from his teammates. Tries to deliver the ball in behind the Western Pride defence. I'll learn a corner. So much needed passage of play here for Redlands United. So just ease the pressure off them a bit. Another corner here. Dalton to deliver. Can't get past the first man. He'll have another attempt. This time meets just the second man. Western Pride absorbed the pressure for now. So some good moments there for Redlands United. One would expect the Western Pride to just come straight back down the field and apply their pressure again. Here's Langley. A lot of talk amongst the Redlands players, trying to get themselves organised, get their shape right. Block there from Cristani. Sets up an immediate counter here for the Western Pride. Hughes gets over in time. The clearance goes straight to Endine. Well, perhaps a foul would have been given. Referee Shatanen might come back to that. And yes, he does. Looks like some assistance being called for. So yes, I mentioned before that Dylan Wenzel Hall scored 22 goals so far this season. Joe Duckworth scored 7. If he did score that first goal tonight, as I thought he did, he'll go to 8. And Andrew Pengelly with 6. Redlands United, Shuto Kubiyama has 10. Alex Warrilow has 7. Jaden Prasad has 4. He's actually got as many yellow cards as he's got goals. Player's back on his feet. Jesse Rigby is the player down. Western Pride players go over to the bench to get some instructions. Quite interesting how Pride players all seem to go over to the bench as a unit. Whilst with the Redlands players, some players went over to the bench, the rest stayed out on the field. Talked amongst themselves. Okay, looks like it might be a drop ball here. As players resumed. Looks like Pengelly was the player credited with the goal. Redlands with possession. This play resumes. Switch of play. Runs out of play. Western Pride look to go quickly. Under 5 minutes left to go in this half. Western Pride have certainly had the better of the going. Deserved 1-0 leaders. To Ishumi. There's space if he wants to run into it. Looks to come infield. Endine came over to create the triangle. Western Pride will now work it over to the right-hand side. This is Hills. It's up for Duckworth. Redlands will come away with the ball now. Warrilow. It's crossfield looking for Langley. Prasad. Dalton. Bow. Tuishumi sees the ball out for a corner before Scott Sargent can make his impression. So a couple of minutes before the halftime break. Set pieces have probably been Redlands' best opportunities at getting on the score sheet. Cross ball in from Dalton, headed clear. Hobbs over the top. Redlands coach Nick Dibbs will be pleased with the reaction from his side. After going a goal down, they've had their best moments of play since Western Pride have scored. Here they come again. Here's Warrilow. His first touch a little bit too strong. He'll give up a free kick, perhaps a little bit more. Cristani went down very awkwardly. The bench has been called over as we hit the 45-minute mark. Might be a couple of minutes of extra time here. Had two players go down, requiring attention. Looks like Cristani will be okay. And a yellow card is given to Warrilow. Free kick here for the Pride. Davison assessing his options. Likes to go long. Again, players looking for a free kick, nothing giving. Play goes back to Davison. Again, launches the ball forward. Sargent wins the header. Pride will come away with possession. Lovely touch to get past one defender. Can't get past the second. Another yellow card. Unfortunately, my eyesight is far too poor to see what that was for. So in injury time, set piece here for the Pride. They like to go short. Turnover here for Redlands. Bow. Langley. Prasad. That touch a little bit too strong. So it's half-time here at Cleveland Showgrounds, this round 12 NPL fixture. It's the visitors, Western Pride, go into the sheds with a 1-0 lead with a goal on the 29th minute to Andrew Pengelly. Redlands United have had their moments, but on the balance of play, you'd have to say advantage Western Pride. It's Friday night football here at Cleveland Showgrounds. We'll be back shortly with the second half.
fantastic program for kids to come in, see if they like football, also learn new skills, come out to the park, enjoy it, meet new friends as well.
I recommend to all parents, both for the girls and boys, to join soccer. It's a way to boost their self-confidence and also to interact with other kids, and they love every second of it.
We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
I could watch them all day. Even though here, you don't feel like you need to. These are the moments I'll remember. You see, to me, it's not so much just having us all together, but finding a place that really brings us together. That's what makes Oaks Oasis special. When you only get a few chances, it's important to make them count. After all, memories don't make themselves.
We did great today.
It's a fantastic program for kids to come in, see if they like football, also learn new skills, come out to the park, enjoy it, meet new friends as well.
I recommend to all parents, both for the girls and boys, to join soccer. It's a way to boost their self-confidence and also to interact with other kids, and they love every second of it.
lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
I could watch them all day. Even though here, you don't feel like you need to. These are the moments I'll remember. You see, to me, it's not so much just having us all together, but finding a place that really brings us together. That's what makes Oaks Oasis special. When you only get a few chances, it's important to make them count. After all, memories don't make themselves.
We did great tonight.
Welcome back to Cleveland Showgrounds for this round 12 NPL fixture between Redlands United and Western Pride. Pretty entertaining first half. Both teams showing plenty of attacking intent and flair. It's the league leaders and visitors who take the 1-goal lead into this second half. Goal in the 29th minute by Andrew Pengelly. Thank you for alerting us to the graphics on the scoreboard, remaining at 0-0 for a little bit too long. Hopefully it says 1-0 now. Western Pride can maintain this result. This will move them up to 30 points. Western Pride, of course, are in action again on Tuesday night in the FFA Cup. It's the round of 16. They'll be taking on Brisbane City at Corporate Travel Management. That's Tuesday, 7:30. That's the 1st of May. It'd be great to see this team go deep into that competition. With all due respect to their opposition. They have been a pleasure to watch in this first half. It's been the quality of their passing and their short, small triangles that set them apart. Here's an early chance for Redlands. Weak shot from Prasad. To turn his hips a little bit too wide. To be able to get enough power into his shot. Pengelly with the cross. A little bit too far in front of Wenzel Halls. Of course, Redlands won't be playing in the FFA Cup this week. They lost in the last round, 3-0 to Peninsula Power. Peninsula Power, of course, absolutely destroying the FQPL competition. Dropping only 2 points last weekend, winning every other game. Certainly been the form team in that comp. Here's a chance now for the Pride. Shot from Hills goes wide. Andrew Ralph asking the question of his defenders there. Free header there for Bow. A win from McInerney. Unfortunately, the ball runs out of play. Warlow. Holding the ball up in the midfield well there. Sargent. Warlow again. Perhaps went a touch too early with his pass. Still there for Prasad. Works extremely hard to get past Cristani. Free kick. Tuashimi's not pleased with the decision. It's of course on a yellow card. So as was the case in most of the first half, best opportunities for Redlands United came from set pieces. They've got another good one here. Low delivery. Cristani goes back to Davison. Davison this time goes straight down the middle. Easy as you like. Finds Pengelly. Dylan Wenzel holds. Great body work there from Andrew Ralph to make the save. Here come the Pride again. McInerney showed plenty of running already in this second half. Pengelly. Hills. Loses out this time. Both teams disputing that decision. Redlands will win this mini battle. Sargent. Risky play there from Langley, almost giving the ball away. This time the Pride will have it. Plenty of space there from McInerney to move into. Here come the Pride again. Duckworth. Can't quite link up with Wenzel Halls. Pengelly with time to turn and run. And gets past O'Brien. Across the face. How long can Redlands hold out here? To Ishumi. Counter-attacking opportunity here for Redlands. There's only one number forward, and that's Prasad. Had the ball there for a moment. And crisis averted for the team from Ipswich. And Dean off the bar. Great save there from Andrew Ralph. The Pride will just go again. Wenzel Halls. Chips another ball in, looking for Hills. Some more sustained pressure from the Pride. McInerney. McInerney again with the overlapping run. Finds Hills. Players call for handball. Good decision by Shatenen. No whistle. Again, Redlands will look to clear. Bow loses out. Here come the Pride again. Surely it's just a matter of time. Hills going infield. Hills again. Another great save. This time we've got the goal. Well, such sustained pressure here from the Western Pride. Something had to give. Such quality interplay from them. And this time, Joseph Duckworth gets his name on the score sheet. So Hill set up the goal, received the ball out deep, ran in field, took one pass, took another, put in the shot. Good save from Ralph. His deflection only went as far as Joe Duckworth. And the grand final winners have their second goal. Where to now for Redlands United? Last week they were 3-0 up against the Crusaders in Mackay. They went on to lose that game 5-3. And they're up against such a slick machine that is the Western Pride at the moment. Very hard to see how they're going to work their way back into this game. Free kick for the Pride. Play's being held up. Players allowed to continue. Stoney goes crossfield looking for McInerney. Hills again with a one-touch pass. A give and go. Trying to link up with Duckworth. Again, Redlands giving away possession cheaply. Redlands club been so successful in this competition. Their 101st season. Just not quite at the races tonight. They are, of course, up against such quality opposition. You get the feeling that Western Pride will expose any weaknesses that you have in your game. And we saw then as that free kick went in, a lot of players around the ball, just didn't quite fall. For any players in shirt, here's Wenzel, hauls. It's like perhaps a scuff shot then. Hills. Back to McInerney. Getting no pressure. Shot over the top from Duckworth. Was always going to be too high. You just like to see Redlands just put a little bit more pressure on the Western Pride midfield and wide players. Seem to be having all the time in the world to measure their passes, look up, find an option. Easier said than done, of course. Redlands will have the throw. Scott Bowe back at Redlands after a couple of years at Olympic. Cut out well there by Prasad. Goes long and goes quickly. Kubiyama. Been pretty quiet in this game so far. It'll be a corner to the home team. Delivery. Right in front of the penalty spot. Comes in again. Sits up nicely and just wide. Prasad with the long range attempt. Well, that's Redlands' night at the moment. They're just feeding off scraps. Western Pride go long up against the forward press. Liam O'Brien with the ball in his hand. Look for some options forward. Had to go back to Hobbs. Dalton. Warlow. Back for Hughes. Goes all the way back to Andrew Ralph. Andrew Ralph grew up in England. Played his junior football with no less than Manchester City and Everton. A couple of good clubs to have on his playing CV. Here come the Pride again. And Dean. Hills. Saved by Ralph. Looks to go quickly. Warlow. Just got caught as he tried to turn. Now we'll get the free kick. Enjoyed Warlow's game this evening. He's come deep to receive the ball, and his turns have been a feature of his game. Ball out in front of Pengelly. Duckworth. Can't get past two defenders. That passenger play just shows just how confident Western Pride are at the moment. I reckon if there were 3 or even 4 defenders on Duckworth, then he still would have tried to take them on. Sliding challenge from Cristani, puts the ball out of play. .62 minutes into this game. It's Redlands United 0, Western Pride 2. That shot just over the top. Throw in for the Pride. Tuishumi. Again, taking on players. Multiple players. Loses out this time. It was the third one that managed to come away with the ball. Again, a little bit of sloppiness there from Redlands, turning over possession. McInerney can't keep the ball in play. Pass cut out by Hills. Hills with the cross. Endine. Pengelly. Long range attempt. Is cued by Rigby. Well, it's hard to determine what Redlands United can do here. Nick Dibbs can look to go to his bench. Perhaps a formation change, but would any changes actually stem the flow or just make the situation a little bit worse? Here's a chance now for Redlands. Davison gets out quickly. So straight through the middle there from Redlands. Brought a little bit of joy. So just looking at the possession stats here, it's 63% to the Western Pride. Dangerous attacks, 70-34. And overall attacks, 97-70. Just the one shot on target so far for Redlands, against 8 for the Pride. This free kick comes in. Still there for Endine. Oh, sorry, Prasad. A dramatic free kick there for the Western Pride. So just rounding out those statistics, 11 shots off target for the Pride and 4 off target for Redlands. Western Pride coming forward again. Wenzel Halls across the face. Ball still in play though. Duckworth. Prasad now. Trying to get past McInerney. Goes long. Looking for Kubayama. Again, Davison comes out to tidy up. Just looking at our Instagram poll, it seems that the figures have reflected the scoreline a little bit more now. 63% of you think that Western Pride will win this game. Of course, you can't change your vote on those polls, can you? Here's another chance now for the Pride. Wenzel Halls causing more menace on the left-hand side. Zanti's team a corner. Which the Pride don't look to be in too much of a hurry to take. Corner comes in, far post. Blocked out again, and it'll be another corner. Cleared by Redlands. Not a shirt tugging between these two players. Play on was the decision. Duckworth. Fight inside for Hills. That will go out for a throw-in. Another chance here for the Pride. Wenzel Halls. Offside flag goes up. Play still continuing. Decision's been ignored. Play on to the call. Chance for Redlands to break. Kubiyama had a ton of work to do then to try and maintain possession for Redlands. McInerney finds a little gap through the Redlands defence. He's still got it. Out now for Wenzel Halls. Great save from Ralph. Well, so many of Western Pride's plays have come from the wide areas. Fraser Hills. Out on these wide spaces, taking on the Redlands defence, getting through a little gap, creating a little bit of havoc, and bringing the ball back inside for the skilled players. A good heading opportunity there for Cristani, completely miscued. So 20 minutes to go here in this NPL Round 12 clash between Redlands United and Western Pride. 2-0 to the visitors. Cristani's bundled over. Relieving free kick. Just looking at the next three fixtures for these teams. Redlands will be taking on Lions away, Moreton Bay away, and South West Queensland Thunder. Whilst Western Pride taking on Brisbane City, Brisbane Strikers at home, and then Olympic away. Again, Western Pride picking up the loose balls. Wenzel Halls coming inside, deflection. Hills latches onto the loose ball, manages to keep the ball in play. It's only as far as Prasad. Redlands playing pure counter-attack at the moment. And just over the bar. And Fraser Hills probably would have deserved a goal tonight on his performance. Build-up play from Western Pride tonight's been a real feature of this game. Pengelly for Hills. And Western Pride have their third. And a swimming goal celebration from Fraser Hills. pretty simple goal. Western Pride just covering the ground a little bit quicker than Redlands tonight. Running into space. Fraser Hill shot. Initially blocked. The deflection was enough to put Western Pride 3 goals up. Western Pride makes substitution. McInerney is the player coming off. Gabriel Hawash is the player on. Will take up position in the right back role. Again, a little bit too easy. Here's Duckworth. And the shot from Endine is blocked by Ralph. Another long-range attempt. Well, they're just queuing up at the moment. Well, if body language tells the story of the game, just have a look at these Redlands players at the moment compared to the Western Pride. Still in the box. Finally, Redlands are able to clear. This is Kubiyama. Gets past Hills. Davison comes out quickly to collect. Sets the Western Pride back into attack. Western Pride using the full field, full length and width of the field at the moment. Warrelay goes cross field. A header from Hawash. Tidies things up. Tuishumi evades one challenge, has plenty of time to get his cross in. Across the face of goal. Cleared by Sargent. Cristani tries to split the Redlands midfield, is unable to do so. Get another attempt though. Tuishumi. Pengelly. It's all just a little bit too easy for the Western Pride at the moment. Position back for the Pride. Hills with another infield run to link up with Duckworth. He'll come outside, find Wenzel Halls. Another corner for Western Pride. While we're waiting for this corner to be taken, I noticed on the Western Pride Facebook page that there's a book launch at the North Ipswich Reserve on the 31st of May for the Encyclopedia of Socceroos. Fantastic that such a book would be launched. And Western Pride have a goal. There's their fourth. Very simple. So that's Western Pride 4 goals up now. And It's been far too easy for them in the last 5 minutes of this game. So the Redlands players look very dejected. It's like McFarlane was the goal scorer. Adam Endine's the player coming off. He got through a ton of work tonight. That's number 15, Mitchell Bird, the player coming on. So 4-0 to the grand final winners and league leaders. On the balance of play, well worth that scoreline. Here they come again. This is Hills. Not quite linking up with his teammates there. Warrilow. Cross for Prasad. Quick win back for Redlands. This is Bow. Did well to earn himself a free kick. Shumi gets a little talking to. He's already on a yellow. It's another set piece for Redlands. Had quite a few tonight, but unable to make any of them count. Morello standing over the ball. Goes for goal. It's a little bit too high. So it's just tidying up that book launch there. So it's the Encyclopedia of Socceroos. So Andrew Howe's the author, talking about the importance of Ipswich to Australian football and Socceroos history. If you're a history buff like I am, could be an interesting event. Lynn's able to cut that attacking move out. Bow. In for another free kick. Not getting one this time. He's asking a little bit too much of Shatanen there. Pengelly finding Bird. Still in play. Back of the net. Dylan Wenzel-Halls gets his name on the score sheet. And Western Pride have their 5th. Well, it's just sheer fitness, attacking speed, and just the fact that they're just on top of the contest at the moment. Redlands players really look dejected with how the night's panning out. So 5-0 now to the visitors. Tuishumi, it's been a real workhorse tonight, made plenty of marauding runs down the left-hand side. Hills. His runs have also been a feature of tonight's play. And Wenzel Halls again, just with a simple touch, creates the space. Deflected shot, goes out for a corner. Well, how easy was that for Wenzel Halls? Just with a deft first touch, gets straight past the defender and onto the attack. Corner comes in. Plenty of players flying high. So just a reminder, tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m, I'll be up at Ballinger Oval at Butterham for the NPLW clash between Sunshine Coast Wanderers and Mudgeeraba. And Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m, Ipswich Knights are taking on Wolves. Rafe Griffin will have the microphone for that game. Here come the Pride again. Crossfield ball out wide for Pengelly. This cross is blocked. This is Hawash. Lovely touch from Hills to get him past the defenders. Great save from Ralph. Andrew Ralph has got through a ton of work this evening, particularly in this second half. He's prevented this scoreline from being a real embarrassment. Corner ball in. Ralph comes out. Doesn't collect though. The less said about that attempt, the better. So just looking at the rest of round 12. Tomorrow, the South West Queensland Thunder return to Clive Berghofer Stadium for their match against Gold Coast United. Brisbane Strikers are at Perry Park, taking on Cairns FC. Brisbane City taking on the Mackay Crusaders. Sunny Coast Fire are up against Olympic. Here come the Pride. Good save from Ralph. Wenzel Halls throws his head up in the air. He could have had a hat-trick tonight, quite easily. Final two games of the round. The battle of the Big Cats. It's the Roar up against Lions. It's at Logan Metro Sports Complex. Great to see the new facility in use, hosting NPL games. Cairns FC taking on the Moreton Bay Jets. It's like a little bit of pushing and shoving between a couple of players. Hawash and Bo, the two protagonists. Things finally settled down. Hawash getting a talking to from the assistant. Pleads his innocence. Redlands captain Scott Bowe giving a little time to himself to settle down. And Hawash gets himself a yellow card. about Scott Bowe? Is he going to receive sanction? Yes, he is. That's a second yellow for him, so that's an early night. The Redlands captain. A long walk off the field. It's an untidy conclusion of this game. Plenty of talk amongst both teams at the moment. We await Bowe to depart the field of play. Play continues now. Western Pride have the ball. Wenzel Halls, just the one goal tonight. He'd dearly love to add a second. But there it is, it's full time. And a comprehensive victory to the league leaders, Western Pride, by 5-0. Goals to Endine, Pengelly, Duckworth, Wenzel Halls and Hills. Western Pride have been a little bit too good tonight. Well worthy of their 3 points. And they maintain their place on top of the ladder. I'm Darren Lutton on behalf of the Double Take team. Remember, we've got 2 more matches to be streamed this weekend. We look forward to your company then.